Now, with the second aspect of the challenge, both of the candidates have their own strength, and both of them have come a long way from the emergence of the party in the toxic political context of Malaysia. I have seen Nurul Izzah on the day that her father was taken forcefully into prison and incarcerated, many who are 40 years old and not liking Anwar or Pakatan Harapan do not know or have not seen this traumatic event, of which I have seen not directly but through the videos of CNA and CNN, because at that time there was no social media and the internet was just beginning, and so we had to rely on external sources of information. And Nurul Izzah, just fresh out of school, looking to her future, suddenly is thrust into the middle of this affair, of which is not just about her father, but also the fate of the nation. How can the whole country seem to be like a mafia under the Don, who was then Tun Dr. Mahathir, and UMNO and Barisan National and all the so-called religious institutions always talking about halal and haram, being quiet about the whole affair that is, to many eyes, including my own, totally unjustified. And so she has been there to hold the helm with her mother, that is Sri Wan Aziza, who was herself also not a politician. Both were not politicians, but they were thrust into the middle, and they had to, what they call, the gauntlet of going through the gauntlet of fire, meaning trial by fire in that sense. So for them to have emerged still being in a position of sanity and also integrity, not having been corrupted by anything, shows that Nurul Izzah is a strong character and a strong leader. And also with Rafizi Ramli, I know him through his the 2018 general election, where Rafizi had strategized the election with his famous truck going here and going there. And I have heard him giving speeches after speeches after speeches after speeches until his voice was hoarse. And we can see that the man has his technical mind and his structured thought, and also his courage. And I think Rafizi Ramli actually carried the banner of Pakatan Harapan. And of course, we had a little help from Tun Dr. Mahathir, who then hated Najib Tun Razak and also do now, to actually tip the wind. Of course, perhaps this would not have been possible without Tun Dr. Mahathir. We don't know, because history has shown that the tip had occurred and Barisan Nasional lost for the first time. So that shows here that Rafizi Ramli was the one that carried the flag, because Anwar was still in prison at that time. And in 2022, when the Pakatan Harapan was again going down the drain because of Mahathir's selfish policies for himself, Rafizi Ramli came up again to actually save the party, even though he had disappeared for some time after the 2018 election, since his voice was not heard by Tun Dr. Mahathir and also the leaders of the coalition at that time. So for me, Rafizi Ramli is a gem, and Nurul Izzah is also a gem. Both are great leaders of the future. They are both in their 40s, and for them to be entrusted possibly to hold the deputy presidency bodes well for the country, because perhaps then we will have new young leaders for our country that has a vision that is not like what the old ones have. Now, for the third reason is that if we look at both of these leaders, Nurul Izzah and Rafizi Ramli, do you think that they will actually use race and religion to further their causes? I don't think that's going to be. You can see now, Rafizi Ramli has started, and his favorite method of convincing people is using PowerPoint slides with all the statistical voter analysis, and also his take on the economy and all that. This is what we actually want. We want somebody like Lawrence Wong of Singapore with that technical mind, and also the courage to actually speak plainly and also effectively. And I have yet to see what Nurul Izzah is going to show off, but I'm sure she will come up with something. And but the point here is that they will not be like Akmal Saleh using race to further his cause, or Parti Islam Malaysia young leaders like Ahmad Fadli using religion to further their cause. So this is a good thing that's happening, that we have leadership of both personalities not going to be using this old political style of race and religious narrative. Now, fourthly, we have a situation also of understanding that both Rafizi Ramli and also Nurul Izzah have a mind or minds of their own. We know that Rafizi Ramli and Anwar Ibrahim is not in line in terms of their thoughts on how to govern the country. This is not a secret, and I think this is a professional difference of opinion, and they both have not the same. So we cannot be said that Rafizi Ramli is a kind of what we call chap ayam, meaning you just have a chop and then just follow what the old generation is going to say. We also have Nurul Izzah disagreeing plainly with Anwar Ibrahim in the working relationship with Tun Dr. Mahathir, as well as many few other things. And recently she said something about the appointment of Azam Baki, or the reappointment, as something unwelcome. We can see that there is a difference of opinion, that both have their own minds, and this is good. It is not about disloyalty, okay? It is about having an opinion and having the courage to say in a professional manner, with reasons, and that is something which is very valued, rather than just following the narrative of the old politics, and that is very sad if we have that. Finally, for the fifth reason, this is something about will we see the first woman prime minister in Malaysia with the person of Nurul Izzah Anwar Ibrahim? Because I do not see any other potential women leaders in the other parties like PAS. Where is it? Nothing. And PPBM is, again, we don't see anyone. And even UMNO, we don't see them at all. That is very near to the echelons of power, to the presidency or to the leadership position. And so that shows that Nurul Izzah may present a new face of politics, and this is something that should be welcomed, because we are all, including myself, tired of all this men and race and religious politics. Let's see if the women can do better, and I'm ready for that anytime, not because I'm a feminist, but I think we need to look beyond this Anwar Mahathir saga, as well as all this Melayu religion and all this governing and pulling us down to actually make progress. So for me, the Rafizi and Nurul Izzah competition is a healthy one that shows great hope for Malaysia, and we should watch what both have to say, because win or lose, I think we are the winners, we Malaysians. It's not about either one who will win or lose, but I think both are qualified leaders. We need both of them, and I think going into the future, I feel much safer with both of them than the old politics of those who would harp on race, religion, and all those history that can be used against us in terms of who was the first and pendatang and all that. So with that, great hope and great future for Malaysia, God willing.